Luxor. Year 7 of Hatshepsut's reign. The Nile moved slowly that morning, as if reluctant to reflect the rising sun. Its waters shimmered with gold and shadow, winding past the temples of Karnak like a serpent of memory. On the eastern bank, the palace of the queen stirred. Servants whispered. Priests prepared incense. And in the heart of it all, Hatshepsut stood before her mirror, not as a daughter, not as a wife, but as Pharaoh. Her crown was heavy, not with gold, but with expectation. Senemut entered quietly, scrolls in hand, his eyes avoiding hers. "The priests of Amun grow restless," he said. "They question your titles, your form, your claim." Hatshepsut turned, her voice calm. "Let them question. I am not a woman in their eyes. I am Egypt." Senemut hesitated. "They say the gods do not speak through daughters." She stepped closer, her gaze sharp. "Then let the gods learn a new tongue." That afternoon, she walked through the colonnades of her temple at Deir el-Bahari, still unfinished, still dreaming. The sandstone pillars rose like reeds, reaching for the sky. Artisans paused as she passed, bowing low, their chisels trembling. She stopped before a wall where her image was carved, not as queen but as Pharaoh, broad-shouldered, bearded, crowned. "They will call it blasphemy," Senemut said behind her. "They will call it truth," she replied. "When the stone outlives their voices." In the royal chamber, her daughter Neferure sat cross-legged, reading aloud from a scroll of hymns. "Mother," she asked suddenly, "will I be Pharaoh too?" Hatshepsut smiled, brushing a strand of hair from the girl's face. "You will be what Egypt needs." "But Egypt needs gods," Neferure said, "not daughters." Hatshepsut's smile faded. "Then let us become both." The temple of Amun was quiet that night. Hatshepsut entered alone, her footsteps echoing against the stone. The high priest awaited her, his face hidden in shadow. "You wear the crown," he said, "but you do not wear the will of the gods." "I wear the burden of the throne," she replied, "and that is heavier." "You defy Mehat," he warned. "You twist the order." "I restore it," she said. "I bring balance where men bring war." The priest stepped forward. "Then you must prove it." And so she did. She ordered the expedition to Punt. Ships were built, sailors trained, offerings prepared. It was not conquest, it was communion. A journey to the sacred lands, to trade not for gold but for legitimacy. Senemut stood beside her as the ships departed. "They will write songs," he said. "They will write history," she replied. Months passed. The fleet returned with incense, myrrh, exotic animals, and tales of divine favor. The temple walls bloomed with carvings of baboons, trees, and queens of distant lands. Egypt rejoiced, but the priests did not forget. In her final years, Hatshepsut grew silent. Her temple was complete, her legacy carved, but whispers returned. Thutmose, her stepson, now grown, watched her with unreadable eyes. "You ruled well," he said one evening. "I ruled rightly," she replied, "but not forever." She looked at him, her voice steady. "Nothing is forever, not even stone." After her death, her name was chiseled from the walls, her statues buried, her memory erased, but not forgotten. The temple remained, the carvings endured, and in the silence between the stones, her voice still speaks. Not as a goddess, not as a woman, but as Pharaoh.